You weren't born weak. You were trained to doubt yourself. The pain you carry wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to sharpen you. Nobody sees how much you've survived, and that's why you're dangerous. You don't crave power. You crave control over your own life. The moment you stopped asking for permission, everything changed. You were never too much, they were just too small. What broke you also taught you how to stand alone. You don't fear darkness. You fear what you'll become when you stop holding back. Every scar you hide is proof you didn't quit. You don't need approval. You need alignment with yourself. The world tested you because it sensed your potential. You didn't lose your innocence. You gained awareness. The anger inside you isn't evil. It's unexpressed truth. You learned early that trust is expensive. You're calm now because chaos trained you. You don't want revenge. You want peace through strength. They misunderstood your silence as weakness. You became cold because warmth was taken from you. The version of you they fear is the one that stopped explaining. You're not heartless, you're careful. You don't need saving. You need remembering who you are. Pain didn't change you, it revealed you. You were never meant to fit in, you were meant to rise above. You stopped chasing love the moment you learned self-respect. You don't speak much because your actions are louder. The loneliness made you strong, not bitter. You learned power by surviving silence. They can't control you anymore, and that scares them. You don't hate people, you just see through them. You carry darkness because light failed you first. You didn't fall, you adapted. The world tried to humble you. Instead, it forged you. You don't show emotion because you feel everything deeply. You don't seek validation, but you seek mastery. You learned discipline when mercy disappeared. Your calm presence unsettles insecure minds. You don't raise your voice, your existence is enough. You became powerful the day you stopped begging. You don't fear judgment, you survived worse. They watched you suffer and expected you to break. You didn't break, you evolved. You learned that love without strength becomes pain. You stopped being naive, not human. Your darkness is controlled. That's why it's lethal. You don't chase attention. You command presence. You know who you are, and that terrifies weak minds. You don't explain your path because they couldn't survive it. You mastered your emotions instead of letting them master you. You didn't become cold, you became focused. You don't need revenge. Life already aligned in your favor. You stopped expecting fairness and started building strength. You don't trust easily because you value peace. You don't fear loss anymore, you survived it once. You don't threaten, you exist. You don't seek dominance, you embody authority. You don't prove yourself, you move in silence. You don't fear the dark, you command it. You became disciplined because chaos raised you. You learned control when everything slipped away. You don't crave chaos, you create order. You don't need to be liked, you need to be respected. You don't fear solitude, it trained you. You don't chase power, you earned it. You stopped explaining because growth doesn't need witnesses. You don't compete, you ascend. You don't react, you observe. You don't destroy recklessly, you act precisely. You learned patience from suffering. You're calm because you've already faced hell. You don't fold under pressure, you sharpen. You don't seek chaos and chaos bows to you. You don't fear becoming dark, you fear staying powerless. You didn't lose your way, you found your edge. You don't speak fear, you silence it. You don't need the light's approval anymore. You don't beg destiny, you command it. You are not broken, you are forged. You don't deny your darkness, you mastered it. You don't hide scars, you wear them internally. You don't follow paths, because you create them. You don't fear judgment, you survived reality. You don't seek comfort, you seek truth. You don't need permission to become powerful. You don't ask if you're ready and you move anyway. You don't fear who you're becoming. You fear who you'd be if you stayed the same. And once you accept that, nothing can stop you. You were never weak, you were untrained. The pain taught you boundaries. You don't run from pain, you transform it. You didn't survive this long to stay small. The version of you that suffered is the reason you're strong now. You're not lost, you're becoming. What once overwhelmed you no longer controls you. You learned strength in places no one ever saw. You don't need to rush, power moves when it's ready. Your silence isn't empty, it's full of clarity. You're no longer afraid of the dark because you understand yourself now. You didn't heal to be gentle, you healed to be whole. And if no one ever told you this, you're already enough to rise. Sometimes the man you fear most is the one who loves you but doesn't know how to show it. A father's silence can feel like rejection, even when it's protection. Not every absent father stopped caring. Some just got lost in their own war. A son doesn't inherit his father's mistakes. He inherits the chance to end them. The distance between a father and a son is often built from unspoken pain. A father can become a monster when he forgets who he was protecting. A son grows strong not by hating his father, but by understanding him. Sometimes a son must face his father's darkness to find his own light. A father's greatest fear is becoming the man his son cannot forgive. A son doesn't need a perfect father, he needs an honest one.